Hello, math students. This is Coach Cerise, and I'd like to coach you on the learning target. I can solve a system of equations that has 3 equations and 3 variables. For this problem, here are my 3 equations, and you can see they have 3 variables, and I'm going to use the elimination method. Analyzing the 3 equations, my eyes are kind of drawn to the y variable, and I've decided to eliminate y's and then find the x and z's first. Remember, you can choose whichever variable you like. Just be careful when you're multiplying your equations by a value and then adding them together. So I'm going to take equation number 1 and I'm going to leave it the same, and then I'm going to take equation number 2 and multiply it by 2 and add those together. I'm also going to take equation number 1 and 3 and just add those together because they already have opposite y's here. Here I had to create the opposite y's. So number 2 had a 1 in front of here, so I had to multiply it by 2 to create that 2y. Notice that my x coefficient and my z coefficient also changed, as well as the constant term. When I add these equations, I am left with negative 7x minus 3z equals negative 2. But over here, I was able to eliminate the y and the z at the same time. And this gave me 3x equals 6. And that's a good thing, because now I can find what the x equals. X equals 2. If I know that x equals 2, I can substitute that 2 back in for x on the equations I found over here. Placing in the x equals 2, now I only have to worry about z. And I can find that z will equal negative 4. Having 2 values from my 3 variables, I can substitute my value for x and my value for z to find the value of y. I find that the value of y is 1. I now have the values for x, y, and z. But I'm not yet done with the problem. I need to go back and check. So I'm going to take equation number 2, place in the values for x, y, and z, and see if those hold true, in which case they do. Negative 8 plus 1 plus 8 will give me 1. I also have to do that for the third equation. So I'll need to take the third equation. I'll need to substitute in the x, y, and z there. Go ahead and see if I get a true equation, and I find that 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 4 makes 10, and this is also true. So in this problem, I was a little bit fortunate that I was able to eliminate 2 variables at once. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But when it does happen, and you have that 1 variable, you can go ahead and substitute it into your equation with 2 variables. Find the second variable, and once you have 2, put those 2 into one of your original equations, find the third, and then of course don't forget, we always want you to check your solutions and be certain that it will work for the first equation, the second equation, and the third equation. I hope you find this helpful, and we will practice this more in class. Have a great night.